Good evening, I'm Alicia Neavis. Police have made an arrest in connection to a shooting in 5 Points overnight. Officials tell us a 22-year-old Hopkins man was the primary shooter in the incident, which injured 3 people. He's been identified as Arthur Jones Jr. This is an image of Jones taken from surveillance footage. He's being charged with 3 counts of attempted murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Investigators believe Jones was in an argument with another man before he allegedly shot multiple times into a large crowd. Earlier today, police released surveillance images of several men they wanted to speak to about the shooting. Police say after seeing themselves on the news, Jones and the 3 men turned themselves in. Investigators do not believe the 3 men were directly involved in the shooting, and no charges are being filed against them at this time. The shooting came after a day of celebration in 5 Points. Tens of thousands flocked to the entertainment district for its annual St. Patrick's Day festival. For such a large crowd, police say they received very few calls and made only 5 arrests at the festival. So what's the mood like there today? News 19's Michael Fuller was in the 5 Points area this afternoon, and he has the story.
In the light of day, Green Street looks normal and calm, but the scene was much different here just a few hours ago.
Shaking, still thinking about it.
Victor Smith was on the street last night when shots were fired near Green and Hardin Street.
I'd say about 18 cop cars just coming racing down the street. Got to the scene and there's a guy on the ground. Read about it on the news and you never think it would actually come to you.
But it was a much different ending to the day of fun Smith had planned with his friends.
Like, we're all students, you know, we're just out trying to have a good time, and you just see a guy on the ground and you see, you know, cops and ambulances and the fire department.
Catherine Gold is a student who lives nearby.
Everything was like very frantic. People were freaking out. Like, people ran into the house we were in there, like someone just got shot. We don't know like how many people were down. Kind of nervous to be standing here right now because nothing like this ever happens around here.
And this incident has caused Catherine and Victor to think a little differently about their surroundings.
Now we're gonna take precaution and try not to stay out as late.
I love 5 Points personally, but I think that it's time to take maybe some precautions to start to make it a little bit more safe, you know?
Reporting in 5 Points, Michael Fuller, News 19, WLTX.
And the sounds of celebration from the St. Patrick's Day Festival turned into frightening moments in the early morning hours. Listen for yourself in this police radio clip minutes after the gunfire.
We got shots fired in Green and Hardin. We got 1 down. We got 1 hit. We got 1 hit. We got 1 hit. Start the EMS. Central started more units. I get your roll EMS. I'm still breathing. We got multiple people hit. Multiple hit. Shut down Hardin Street. Shut down Hardin Street. We need people down here to back this crowd up.
In Green in 5 Points. However, the suspect was seen fleeing towards MLK Park, which is headed back towards Millwood.
The suspect in the shooting, Arthur Jones Jr., is scheduled for a bond hearing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.